Welcome to the Economic Collapse Preparation Channel 2025. Thanks for joining me on this brief Sunday edition, November 2nd, 2025. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that like button on the way in. Make sure you get the latest videos, notifications of when we interpret financial news as it becomes available. We appreciate your support, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're going to be talking about these tariffs in the holiday season as we're getting closer to the Thanksgiving, Christmas holiday season, and people traveling. It's going to be impacted by these tariffs. According to CNBC.com, Friday they published a report saying that tariffs are expected to, quote, start showing up more in consumer prices as holiday shopping season starts. And so now we're going to be hit with double whammy of tariffs, inflation, and slowing jobs, wage growth in America in all sectors here. So tariffs are expected to catch up with prices consumers pay just in time for the holiday shopping season. Let me know, are you going to be spending less or more or about the same this holiday season in terms of gifts, in terms of travel? How is that going to work out when things are slowing down ever so slightly across the country here? So common inflation has supposedly been between 2 and 3% this year, but we know that real inflation is around 8 to 12% in most of the country right now. Bank of America, quote, though, expects tariffs will be adding about a half percentage point to the core PCE measure, that's the price index measure used by the Federal Reserve when measuring inflation. With tariffs, Bank of America estimates that inflation will be around 2.9% in September. Without them, would mean a measure closer to 2.4%. Well, now we know that's a lie. We know that's way higher than that now, obviously, as we head into November and the fourth quarter of this year, economically speaking. So we'll see, because earnings are coming out this week with more big companies. And Yahoo Finance is reporting that fall fallout, missing jobs numbers. Jobs numbers are being revised downward every month, have been revised downward every month since July and June of this summer. And the earnings calendar is coming up here, and actually what to watch this week. And so, you know, stocks like Amazon, of course, have been doing well. The Magnificent Seven stocks have been doing well. They account for over 55% of the big stocks growth in the S&P 500 and all of that. But we're looking at other stocks here that could be doing well. AI, of course, is hot. The Palantir, Supermicro, and Constellation Energy, according to Yahoo Finance, is showing some signs of life, signs of growth here. But a lot of job fairs are just collecting resumes. And a lot of these posts online, what I'm hearing on the street, the intel on the street, is a lot of these postings that are posting online, job fairs and all that. And a lot of that is not just collecting resumes for databases, but it's a lot of it is fake. And they're just fake generated by AI because they have to post a job. They're required by law to post a job, even though they may not be hiring any Americans to fulfill those roles. So a lot of the thing that we see here is a lot of these fake job postings and job fair signs that we see here in a lot of these big cities. And that's going to continue to be impacted going into 2026 because they're required by law to post something, even though they may not have the budget for it for a long-term type of gig. Now, also coming up, we want to watch this too. Millions of Americans, according to BBC.com, brace for healthcare insurance spikes. As you know, the open marketplace opens up this coming Monday here, and many are going to be choosing their healthcare premiums related to the Obamacare subsidies and all of that thing, the Affordable Care Act and all of that happens. It began on Saturday, actually yesterday, but Monday is going to be the day we're going to start seeing the effects here. 24 million people buy health insurance through the, quote, marketplace, the majority of whom use to receive tax credits to lower the monthly price. And so now we're going to see that Democrats have demanded healthcare subsidies, which expire at the end of the year, would be extended in exchange for ending the month-long federal government shutdown that we're in currently right now. Republican leaders have argued that health insurance should be dealt with separately after the government reopens. So now we have that going on. So we'll see how much these increases are going to be effect. So we have healthcare going up. We have groceries going up, been going up. We have energy prices going up in terms of light bills and gas bills. And so we're going to see how this is going to impact the holiday season. Now, the risk of the global recession in 2026 is about 30 to 50% chance right now. This is over 70% of economists see a 30 to 50% chance of a U.S. recession in the next 12 months. The average estimate of recession probability in the next 12 months is around 33% here. This is according to a Deutsche Bank, this is according to a SIMFMA survey that they did in mid-2025. But it's clear that, even if we don't have a recession, a slowdown in the reshaping of the U.S. and Western, I would argue all Western economies, even Europe and the European Central Bank, is going to be restructuring their economy to deal with all these things that are going to be going on. Because remember, we have a lot of people that's going to be out of work. We're going to have a lot of people that's going to be going to different careers, whether that's AI or the blue collar trades, or whether that's something online, or whether that's going to be something different altogether. And many companies outsource to do cost cutting. And the first reason why they cost cut, of course, is dealing with the unemployment, which is going to be cutting the payroll staff. And then they go on to improving business processes, as you can see here, and that means AI and stuff like that. And this is what the article here talks about here, the increased efficiency. But the bottom line is too is they have to make money for their shareholders, as you know, and so they have to make that profit. So that's what the cuts come into as well, to be honest with you. But continue to prepare, because preparation beats not preparing, and we can't prepare for every scenario on this channel, on other channels that you may watch, but we can have somewhat of a plan of faith, hope, love, prayer, and also having preparations like food, water, medicine, securities, as you know, as well as preparing mentally for a long haul marathon of things declining here across the country for the next 3 to 5 years, economically, spiritually, physically, mentally, and socially here. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Get out and enjoy yourself. God bless. I'll talk to you in the next episode. Thank you for listening. Take care.